major wealthy nation states looking to start dealing in Bitcoin, including Russia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Iran, Qatar. We're talking about a potential $500 billion purchase into Bitcoin, which can send the Bitcoin price rocketing with a Keiser candle of $100,000 in a single day, according to the high priest himself, Max Keiser. Thank you, Roya, for the $139 super chat. You're too kind, and thanks again to everyone who gifted memberships on the channel today. Over 30 of you were blessed and gifted with a free membership to the channel because our community is the absolute greatest. And with that being shared, let's kick into this breaking news. Max just shared this morning, timestamp, 10:32 a.m., December 7th, which is today. He wrote, Russia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Iran will start doing deals in Bitcoin. Qatar knows this and is pulling the trigger on a huge Bitcoin buy for their sovereign wealth fund. That's right. And I've been breaking this story for you over the past few days, as Max revealed on X just the other day. He wrote some very interesting stuff. I'm going to read this to you. Update to add clarity, my source said, Bitcoin makes our $1/2 trillion sovereign wealth fund effectively worthless. We should just convert it all into Bitcoin. We're talking about the nation of Qatar. Let's read the original post back from December 3rd. The God candle, which we're now referring to as the Keiser candle, because Keiser candle is 100,000 because we already have God candle referenced as a 10,000 candle. So now we're calling it the Keiser candle. But nonetheless, quoting Max, the God candle, a $100,000 uptick in Bitcoin is in play. It will shift the global access of wealth and power in one tick. Send it and let's get it. He also wrote, I have one word for you. $100,000 Bitcoin God candle fans. Qatar. The rumors are getting very loud on this. Their sovereign wealth fund rumored to be looking to buy $500 billion, which is $500 billion worth of BTC. That's a pretty massive number, I understand, because the entire Bitcoin market cap is probably between 800 and 900 billion at this current time. And if we add that multiplier effect we touched upon previously, this would send the price action absolutely parabolic. And yes, Qatar did meet up with the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele. Here's some pictures of the president of Qatar and the president of El Salvador. So this isn't just hype. And for Max to share this information, there has to be some truth to it because Max wouldn't just make stuff up. Max is the high priest for a reason. Let's check out his track record. Max says, I started on Wall Street 1983, the same year JV was born, and the same year as Return of the Jedi. Just saying. He also says, I started and sold a .com, which was HSX, in 1996. I started buying Bitcoin in 2011 at $1, making his investment in Bitcoin from 2011 up 20 million %. So for every dollar he invested into Bitcoin, he turned it into 20 million. So you do the math. He's probably a multi-billionaire if I was to guess. Now, he also says, we moved to El Salvador in 2021 to join the economic freedom renaissance of President Nayib Bukele and build the Bitcoin country. People who bet against me tend to lose big. And a great example of that is Peter Schiff, who is probably throwing up right now at the fact he missed those 20 million % gains because Max has been trying to orange pill Mr. Peter Schiff for a very, very long time. You know what I mean? So this is pretty wild. He also recently tweeted this morning, the path narrows. Bitcoin is not for everyone. It is a filter that separates the wheat from the chaff. Those who are incapable of seeing the truth will not make it into the ark. And that's right. Bitcoin, my friend, is the ark. And fiat is going to leave you drowning. So how do you unplug from the matrix? You do that with the escape valve or the escape hatch, right? And that is with BTC. Now let's discuss his short-term prediction of Bitcoin hitting $375,000 per coin, shall we? Now, yeah, Max is up over 20 million % on his investment. So this is the man I like to listen to. Earlier in the week, Bitcoin registered the strong price rally, now topping 44,500, which is the new maybe 18 to 20 month high, with the Bitcoin price already up now 170% since the beginning of the year. Analysts continue to share more bullish views. Max Keiser, as we know of as the high priest of Bitcoin and the advisor of El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, has given a mega bullish prediction for the king crypto. He noted that the price of Bitcoin has been trailing behind the increase in the hash rate, and concurrently, he suggests that the targeting and takedown of competitor's Binance CEO, Changpeng Zhao, was orchestrated by the major Wall Street players. I agree with that sentiment 100%. Let me know if you agree. Keiser believes that the current surge in price is aligning with the implied hash-adjusted price of $375,000 per BTC. The anticipation expressed by Bitcoin enthusiast Max Keiser aligns with the sentiment of Galaxy Digital CEO, who envisions Bitcoin reaching the previous all-time high of 69,000 upon the ETF approval. We're talking about Mike Novogratz. He further anticipates a substantial influx of billions of dollars into the ETF industry within the initial year of the Bitcoin ETF trading. Now, Max Keiser has also hinted at a God candle, which we're again now referring to as the Keiser candle, influencing a $100,000 surge in the Bitcoin price. Now, hypothetically, if we got that on today's price action, we're talking about $144,000 Bitcoin price. Keiser suggests that the unfolding of the God candle scenario will be nothing short of shocking for the global audience. Now, in crypto, a God candle typically denotes a candlestick pattern characterized by an unforeseen and substantial price increase, akin to achieving a 100% rise within a short span of a few weeks. And as you can see, this was the initial tweet. A 100,000 God candle in play, a 100,000 uptick in Bitcoin price. This will literally shock the world. And the Bitcoin singularity is upon us. And here was the initial tweet. Bitcoin price was lagging behind the price and hash rate while competitors CZ and Binance was being targeted and then taken down at the behest of large Wall Street players. The price rise is now catching up to the implied hash adjusted price of $375,000 per Bitcoin. Let's go. Now let's discuss his profits up 20 million %. Is there any other investor on the planet that can say, hey, my investment's up 20 million %? I think not. Now, additionally, Keiser flexed making flex moves, the massive profits that he has been witnessing currently on his Bitcoin stash. Keiser emphasized that he has maintained a Bitcoin holding since 2011, recognizing the immense latent potential of Bitcoin to revolutionize the entire world. He initiated his Bitcoin purchases 3 years after the creation of the first block reward and 1 year following the public disappearance of Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. Keiser tweeted that his Bitcoin holdings have seen a remarkable increase of 20 million % since 2011. And it all started here. Someone was flexing on Max. They're like, yo, why do some Bitcoiners act like spoiled brats about gold price, with Mad Max being the worst offended? I am up 50% on my junior gold mining stock in 6 months. And then Max is like, yo, I'm up 20 million % since 2011 with my Bitcoin. So seriously, you want to do a 50% flex with your gold, fam? Come on now. You already know. Bitcoin is the most heavily appreciated asset in human freaking history. Now, although he has not officially disclosed the specific amount of Bitcoin he possesses, we have heard Alex Jones on the Alex Jones Show say, I know, Max, you're sitting on over 1 million Bitcoin. Can Max have as many Bitcoin as Satoshi? Could Max be Satoshi? What are your guys' thoughts? He adheres to a fundamental security practice in the crypto space by refraining from flaunting holdings on social media. That's right, Max lost it all in a boat accident. I know many of you had the same problem, right? Nevertheless, it's evident that, like many early Bitcoin adopters, Keiser has amassed a significant Bitcoin portfolio and has emerged as an outspoken Bitcoin maximalist.